My name is Geraldine Johnson. My birthday is 8/31/25. I'm man and married. Was in the Navy 8 months before World War II started. And he was sent to the Arlington Navy Yard, not the Navy Yard, the Annapolis, Maryland Yard school to learn naval architecture. And from there, his first tour of duty was the Brooklyn Navy Yard under my father's command. So it gives to me a family connection with the Brooklyn Navy Yard. And we had I went to the launching of the battleship Missouri, December 7th, 1941. I was probably going to school in the Packer Collegiate Institute. I'm not sure which day of the week it was, but I imagine that's perhaps what it was, 5 out of 7. Well, we thought they were very unfriendly, of course, and of course, over a period of time, different people take charge of the country, and their attitude is very different from when we were there. So we're sorry to hear that, because they seemed to be nice people when we lived there. Well, they had a number of socials with the Officers Club and people in the officers' housing. And my mom and dad frequently had gatherings at their home, cocktail parties or something like that, to have people aboard ship, the officers aboard ship, come to their home so they could meet each other, and that way, wherever they may dock their ship, they would know somebody else. And so with the 6 young ladies as escorts, we need somebody to escort us to dinner and dancing. And they would invite some of the young officers aboard ship to escort us. And so this one evening, my dad asked the young men that worked under him to come to the house to escort the young ladies. And that's when I met the man I married. Well, nothing special of an impression, it just, he was a nice fellow, and I danced with him and several others that night, and his name is Richard Paul Johnson. And so 2 weeks later he called me, wanted a date on a Saturday night, and went from there. We had, I had 4 bridesmaids, and my sister was maid of honor, and my husband had 6 gentlemen in a uniform, and we were married on February 6th, 1 month after the launching of the battleship Missouri. And we were married in my father's parish, where he grew up, St. Ignatius Loyola on Broadway, up of Northern Broadway, because living on the government property, we did not have parish designation. I could choose wherever I wanted to be married. So I was married there where he was baptized, actually. Well, I remember that my husband's best friend was off on duty, and so he was not able to have him as best man, but he had someone else that he liked very much as best man. And the 3 others, the 6 others were had swords, so that they arched their swords, so when we came out of church, we walked under the canopy of the swords. Oh, they made arrangements for our honeymoon in the Poconos, and then from there we came back to an apartment in Brooklyn, and lived in the apartments on the 5th floor. In the Second World War, he was used more for supply. And we went to Philadelphia, and he worked there and ordered supplies so that the men had what they needed up front. It was shortly after we were married, he was transferred to California. So out there, things were not very complicated with service and housing and electricity and so on. Because he had been in the Navy 8 months before World War II started, he advanced rapidly. And on a train coming back to New York City, we had to stop in Chicago and change our tickets because our train was delayed and we were not on schedule. He was picked up for impersonating an officer. The short patrol came up to him because he was standing in line to change his tickets. And they said, "Do we see your order, sir?" "Yeah." And he pulled out his orders and showed them. "Yes, sir, please." Yes. He jumped to attention because it was real. They couldn't believe it because he looked too young. Anyway, he was age 28, and he became a full commander at that age. And of course, he had the 3 stripes on his sleeve and the braid on his hat. And he just was too young looking, so that's why they had to stop him. But anyway, we got our tickets, and it was a good thing we changed because the first trip through on the train was bumps, top and bottom. And then when we changed our tickets, we got a suite, a nice room with a bed in it, so aboard the train, so it made it a lot easier because I had a little baby girl at that time, so it was much easier with the youngster to come east at a convenient time. And when I got back to Brooklyn, I got sick, and so we ended up living in New Jersey with his mother and sister because someone had to take care of the baby. And from there we moved to Livingston, New Jersey, and he got out of the service and worked for Orange Roller Bearing in northern New Jersey.